Hello and salutations, it's me Salty, welcome back to 2 Cents Toys, and today we're going over the Star Wars Black Series Hondo Ohnaka, which is a Target exclusive which is transported from Star Wars Galaxy Edge Trading Post, which is Disney Park. I have no interest in going there, but I did have interest in getting Hondo Ohnaka, who is one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars and Rebels especially. Secretly hilarious. You know, he has a lot of quips and things that you'll miss if you're not paying attention. Voiced by Jim Cummings. Looking at the box, you see we get Star Wars Black Series, that little logo here, Hondo Ohnaka, artwork, figure, and his blaster. Top of the box is blank with a plastic J-hook. Yep. Side of the box has his trading post kind of logo with a Rebel insignia at the bottom, says Hondo Ohnaka. Side of the box says Hondo O with Hondo Ohnaka right there. And back of the box has the same artwork and a little bit of a read up here. All that out of the way, I'm going to get him open. We'll go over articulation, look at his blaster. And here we have Hondo's blaster, which is cast in silver with gold accents. Pretty decent sculpt overall. Lots of detail kind of packed in there. A little scope there on the top. Ridges on the pistol grip and all that. Not so bad overall. Mostly clean. Around the barrel is a little smudgy, but mostly clean. Doesn't fit in the hand very well though. You can see that it makes the finger kind of crooked. And the finger doesn't really fit through the trigger well either. So I might have to hollow that out a little bit. And it fits in the holster kind of precariously because it sits at an angle. And not a whole lot of the pistol goes into the holster itself, but they at least molded his trench coat to get out of the way of it. And that just leaves us with Hondo, which I know this isn't like a Clone Wars color accurate or really even look accurate, like 100% accurate, but for what I need it for, I think it'll be just fine. I'm just happy to have a Hondo Ohnaka, which I didn't think we'd ever get, honestly. I know he was released in a multi-pack that was like exclusive to the park, and I pretty much resigned that I was never going to get it because I wasn't going to go all the way there just to get a figure. Sculpt's pretty good, but they didn't paint all the ringlets there in his hair, so some missed paint here and there. But the sculpt on the trench coat's really good. It kind of looks like leather. The boots look good. Lots of painted detail on the belt. Gauntlets look pretty good, so overall I'm impressed with the sculpt. And the paint's pretty good. I also like the translucent goggles, which you really can't make out his eyes on this camera, but they are there. Let's go ahead and go over articulation. Because of his hair, that's all the further that he can look up. It's all the further that he can look down. He does get side to side, but the hair here in the back crashes onto the shoulders each time, and we get a little bit of tilt. Shoulder spins 360 with no real problems, though you do kind of run into this a little bit. Shoulder comes up well past 90. Single joint in the elbow comes up past 90. We have wrist swivel. Right wrist hinges in and out, where the left wrist hinges up and down because he's a southpaw. We have a dumbbell here in the abdomen. Allows him to lean forward slightly. He can only lean back that far because his trench coat crashes into him, prevents him from going any further. We get some side to side. You get some swivel, but the trench coat crashes into this, so you kind of have to lift it up and over, and you'll get a little bit more, but you got to take the pistol out to really utilize all the swivel. Kicks forward that far, kicks back about that far. He kicks out that far, but once you let go, the trench coat brings it down just a little bit to stop about there. We have thigh swivel. If you mash up the trench coat, the double joint in the knee comes back that far. But if you bring the leg forward, you can utilize his double jointed knee, which looks very unsightly like that, and then just force it backwards, and you can get it to come up that far. Ankle goes back, forward that far because it crashes into this, and ankle rocker. Normally I don't go over articulation on another part unless I need to, but this holster does come down and is attached to the leg, so we'll go over this leg real quick. Kicks that far forward, kicks back that far, kicks out that far with the pistol in the holster. Without it in the holster, he kicks out that far. You have limited mobility in that thigh because the holster is glued down. And the double joint in the knee really doesn't change because the trench coat's still in the way. And that's really all I got for today. So despite all of its shortcomings with articulation, especially kind of the pistol and the legs and the trench coat, I am very happy to have Hondo Ohnaka. Like I said earlier, I'd resigned to the fact that I wasn't going to get it because I was not about to travel all the way to Disney, pay admission, and then pay for a multi-pack when I only wanted one figure out of it. So I am glad that we got him on a single release. And silver lining, found use for that credit. Let me know down below if you think that was the right move, despite all the branding and everything on the box, to single release Hondo Ohnaka on his own to retail. I think it was. I think it's a step in the right direction because I think I speak for a lot of collectors that we don't like having figures we want hidden behind multiple paywalls. Anyway, that's all I got for today. So thanks for stopping by, and until next time, I'm Salty, signing off.